Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. How are you all doing? Good to be back with you. So excited to see our 30-day Alzheimer's Solution Program community members and also join our lovely community at the Brain Health Revolution. I hope you're all doing well. Give us a thumbs up or some indication that you can hear us and you can see us well so that we could continue. I see that there are about 31 people joining us today on the live session. We're going to kind of take it slow before we jump into everything. Make sure you're all settled in and doing well. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Dwen. Great to see you all. Can you hear us well? Is the sound quality okay for you? Good. Thank you, Lani. Thank you so much. Good to have you with us. Jean, thank you so much. Debbie, awesome. I've missed you guys. I really have. It's been way too long. And so Dean and I wanted to, I'm rambling, I'm sorry.
No,
Dean and I wanted
great.
to come in and speak with you all and touch base and to make sure everybody's doing well.
We'll give
Excellent.
it one more minute
Hi,
before
Debbie.
we dive into
Hi,
it.
JD. Hi, Helena. Awesome. Bugsy Knuckles. Hi. It's Lou Becker. Okay, great, wonderful. Bugsy Knuckles. Beverly, thank you so much. Wonderful to be here with you all. Amazing, amazing. Grab your drinks. We're having a little bit of coffee. Have you guys seen my brain mug? Yeah, kind of self-serving.
The Yosemite mug, one of my favorite places. Okay.
All right.
So with everything, the question is the why. Why are we doing this? Why is this important? And why we think this is a revolution. It's the most important thing we could be doing in life. As you know, the biggest epidemic facing us outside of COVID is brain health, be it stroke, dementia, vascular diseases, other types of dementias besides Alzheimer's, whether it's migraine or other factors that affect this incredibly hungry and overwhelmed organ, which is the brain. We've seen this in our own communities, in our own clinics, and it's actually understated and underestimated as far as its impact on our communities. We saw the stress that COVID caused, and that's a neurological condition because as a consequence of mismanagement of stress, we have profound degenerative and vascular diseases that come about, as well as depression, anxiety, and everything else that we think of.
So true.
So that's an epidemic. And the solutions that keep coming back is a pill, a vitamin concoction, or something, some author or somebody who writes something that we call it a vitamin shop disguised as a book, or now we got a drug that's approved and we're going to have a lot of pressure on us on a drug that's shown nothing. It's bewildering. In fact, 3 of the people that were in the advisory panel to FDA just resigned.
Yeah.
All of the advisory panel actually were against approving it. We're not against research. We're very much molecular oriented. We really think that there's an incredible future as far as pharmaceutical is concerned, as far as medicine is concerned. We're not the types of scientists that throws the baby out with the bathwater. We think that molecular science, basic science, cholesterol lowering drugs, depression drugs, all these are important in context, in time, and with prevention in mind. But when it's done badly, it's so destructive. And we think that this approval is going to distract from the thing that needs to be done, both on the prevention side and on the treatment side. Now everybody's going to focus on a thing that has shown nothing and costs $50,000 a person. Imagine that overwhelm.
It's crazy.
No reversal of the disease.
But that's for one infusion.
One infusion, yeah. So it's just a crazy phenomenon. And what works is this. And what is this? Why the community? What works is appropriate science-based information. What works is science-based information that has been shown to work at the individual and personal, family, and community level. What works is when you have a community that's empowered, positive, proactive, and connected that work together towards that outcome for a protracted period of time. Period. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. We're working on several community-based projects right now, actually multiple. Today, I had another meeting with a group in South Carolina where we're basically almost donating our time. In fact, one of the purposes of charging what we're doing here is to do the things on those communities for free and or as minimal cost as possible.
Right.
but it works with that in mind. It works when you have the appropriate information, appropriate resources, coaching, and sustainability. And that's what this community is about. So the problem is brain health, but it's actually all health, because if you take care of brain health, you've taken care of all health. Because the brain is just the overwhelmed, the most needy, the most overwhelmed, and most resilient organ. So if you take care of all its needs, including cognition, which you don't need for liver, then you've taken care of everything else.
Right.
I just picked liver as a side organ. That's an important organ. Our solution is multifold, as we said. The information will always have to be adapted and changed and to different communities and this setting, and using technology where it needs to be. And it should be measurable. That's another thing. If you're not measuring behavior change, you're not doing anything, because you know this. In social media, there's an anecdote by the minute. Right. Oh, I took this and I was cured. I ate blueberries and I was cured. Yes, blueberries are amazing, but they're not a cure-all. It's a more comprehensive approach. And more importantly, we have to measure, adapt, and change. Okay. Measure, adapt, and change. That's it. It's not even about Dean and Aisha. It's about a system that's based on data and science, and a community-based approach. So to that end, we created this brain health revolution group community. Yes. We want to grow it. We want you to help us grow it. We actually picked the most nominal price. I mean, you compare this to other people, hundreds of dollars. This is for a year. It's nominal, and everything we do, as you know, goes back to our communities, to our work, to our expansion of this program. So that's the month. Each month has a pattern. We'll be doing things, the same things, almost habit. Every day there will be something almost every day, except Sundays we're going to take off. Habit,
one day off
a week. So habit days, science, nutrition, and optimize together. Then there will be exercise and restore together. Another day will be habit again, and science day. A music day, a dance day, a cognitive exercise day. So every day there will be something, but each month will have something unique to them, because we want to kind of build around that unique aspects. For example, June, so over a 12-month period, we're going to start June with mostly habit orientation. That doesn't mean you're not going to have nutrition, exercise, and all of that. You will have all of that, but a little more towards habit.
Or at least the habit component of nutrition, the habit component of exercise.
Exactly.
The habit component of stress management and sleep. So we're going to focus the conversation on habit in June.
And even the podcasts and everything else will be around that as well.
Right.
July will be science oriented. Again, science part of it. Every week, every month, we'll have science. A little more orientation of how to read science.
Dean and I are very passionate about that. We want you guys to be privy to the latest research in science on brain health. As you all know, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of things that are thrown at people on social media. So we wanted to create a platform so that you can have access to all of this information. Is it Facebook only? No, this is going to be on the Brain Health Revolution platform, which is outside of Facebook. The reason we decided to go on Facebook today was because a lot of individuals from our Facebook community had questions about what Brain Health Revolution is. We posted something about it a few days ago, but I suppose it was a little too long. So it's outside of Facebook, and it's for members only. It's private, it's secure. You can invite people to it, but it's not available, visible to everyone outside. And the reason we wanted to make sure that it's a close community is because that sense of camaraderie, support, and trust is very important in building a positive community moving forward.
Correct. I'm
sorry I cut you off.
No,
so science was going to be July, and then we decided that August will be completely dedicated to nutrition
and optimize.
Yes, nutrition and optimize. And when we say it's going to be focused on it, is because that's going to be the key base topics where we're going to kind of take a really deep dive. Of course, we're going to have cooking sessions every month. Of course, we're going to talk about nutrition every month, but August is going to be dedicated for food, organization of food, creating healthy habits around food, more recipes, etc. And then what do we have for September?
September is exercise and restore.
Yes.
And then October is unwind and optimize. November is habits again. December is nutrition. And you can see the pattern at the end. Month 11 and 12 will be science and habit again.
Right.
So that way you get at the totality of how to truly inculcate it into your life. And during this time, those who are more engaged will be given more responsibility. You can actually take some courses around coaching, and you can actually get your coaching certificates.
Yes.
You can get all the downloadables and tools for coaching and create a community with us in your community for those who are interested. We also just got CME and CE status for those who want CME and CE status for their courses if they take it. But the idea is to create this movement where out of this population, we create other communities. And our interest is research, data to make sure that whatever we're doing is accurate and changeable, and also creating a revolution in those communities. It's not little pretty pictures on social media, which are good, but they're not life-changing.
Right.
This is what's life-changing. And another aspect of this is people who are more engaged will have different level of authorization. Your engagement, science-based engagement, and management and helping is important. We'll have actually from amongst you, we'll actually hire some coaches to then be part of this community as well as others.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically the totality.
Right. So all of this is going to be available for people who have signed up for the Brain Health Revolution membership. You know, one of the most uncomfortable things that we've done is to come up with a price. And we want to talk to you about that because we're hoping that this will actually be our entire focus in about a year or so. We love what we do, but in order to make a difference in this world and in order to really be true public health advocates, I think we need to on the application of data rather than, obviously creating the data, doing research, seeing patients is important. But I think the translation part is something that Dean and I are very passionate about. And in order to sustain a community and have people help us to interact with you, this was a nominal price that we came up with.
So, and then, as I said, not to be apologetic about it, is everything we do goes back to the communities anyway. Yes. The other thing is, if for those that bring other people in, you can actually get a lot of the cost out. So if you bring a couple of hundred people, this whole thing will be free for you for the whole year. The whole thing is to grow. And if you bring communities that want to do research with us, here's the thing. If you become a coach and you have people, and we have already research participants in this community that will be part of this community, for them, it's free. So if there's a research community that you're leading as a coach, your participants' involvement in the session for a year will be free.
Yeah.
Because that's how interested we are in the research component.
Absolutely.
To make sure that we can see change. So be part of that change, be part of the research, be part of the coaching, involve yourself, and then we can expand this throughout the world.
That's why we chose the name, the title Revolution, because we really want this to be a revolutionary approach in health and especially brain health. So I'm going to take some questions and
a couple of other things.
Sure. Sorry.
We have 2 podcast sessions, which
per month,
every other week. And for you guys on the Brain Health Revolution platform, it will be live. So you'll have access to question and answer. It will be on every other Saturday. One of those sessions will be with an expert. The other one will be with ourselves around the topic. Like tomorrow, we'll be talking about this new drug and what implications it has. So you'll have access to give us question and answers. The rest of the population will get a segment of that podcast, but without access to question and answer.
Right.
And then
Which
Friday,
is very neat, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I think, say, for example, if we have someone like Dr. David Katz or Dan Buettner or some scientist who's currently doing, some really awesome research, you'll have live access to them. And, we will definitely make sure that we address your questions during the conversation. So we want to give our community members that advantage.
Absolutely. Every Friday there will be either a Q&A or a cooking session.
Yes.
So every Friday there'll be one of those. And one of those Fridays out of every few will be other things like meditation and exercise. Oh, we also have Dance for Your Mind Day. So there will be a Dance for Your Mind
I'm
Day.
gonna be horrible.
We have
in
an
that.
amazing person that's a beautiful human being
Oh,
that will be
yeah.
teaching us how to dance.
Yeah.
And the date of that is set already. You'll get the schedule, by the way.
Yes. So I'm seeing some of the comments here. We're actually going to share the schedule with you all to give you an idea of the timing, and everything is going to be very consistent. And the other good thing for our Brain Health Revolution community, maybe we should call it BHR.
Yes.
So Brain Health Revolution BHR, guys. Okay, it's like mouthful. So the BHR community has access to the event, scheduled event. I think it's going to be wonderful because we can schedule it ahead of time, and the video link will be made available. And all you do is click on it and go to the link and watch us live. So everything is going to be very organized. You'll know what's coming ahead in the month, and the podcasts, the cooking sessions. I'm excited about the live cooking sessions, guys, because I had a lot of fun with you all. We'll have polls and questions to find out what is it exactly that you all want to see. And yeah.
And the book of the month. This month there was not a book, it was an article that was published.
Yes.
We have actually a couple of other articles being published soon on omega-3 and others. We're scientists too, as you know. We do a lot of the research. One on olive oil and the brain, which will be amazing.
We're really learning a lot about oil and brain health, because I know a lot of our lovely community members are whole food, plant-based, no oil, and we just wanted to kind of take a deep dive into it and see what the data shows. And so can't wait to share it with you all. And by the way, you're going to get access to all of this research even before it's published, so we'll have conversations about it.
Correct. And then a cognitive tool of the month as well. So each month we'll teach you, give you a resource as far as how to build cognition. When patients come to us, one of the most popular things in hospital is the speech therapist or cognitive behavioral therapist that teaches people certain tools. Well, you'll be getting this on a regular basis here on BHR.
Right.
So we will be doing that this month, every month for that matter. So lots. You might get actually overwhelmed, but that's the idea to have access. And Beauty Vate BHR is much more organized than Facebook or any other friend. It's crazy.
I definitely think it is. I think BHR, the platform that we chose, is beautiful. There's a lot of busy, things coming at you on Facebook. I actually have to listen to what our community members say about BHR and how we can improve it. But I think it's an amazing platform to be on and to share research with you all. Somebody said there's the concern about time difference between PST and EST with live events.
Well, here's the problem there. It's not just PST and EST. We have people from around the world, including Australia, New
time.
Zealand.
Yeah,
that we can't do anything about.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
But if you're concerned about missing, hopefully that's not going to happen.
No.
One of the things I absolutely love about the BHR is there is a scheduled event, and the link to the live video is in it, and you can add it to your calendar. How wonderful is that? You can go to your Google Calendar or your Mac calendar, and you're going to be prompted when we go live. So hopefully it's going to work out. But even if it doesn't, all of these videos will be recorded, and it'll be made available on the platform. And if you have questions, you can always type, and we'd be happy to go back and answer them for you. So there's no issue.
One other thing is the first month for everybody is free. And then if you do a year, you get a total of 3 months altogether free, basically 2 months free. The other thing is that as far as the community rules, no self-promotion, no promoting others,
no selling stuff,
stuff.
You guys know this already.
Yeah. Be nice, be kind, be proactive, be positive,
as you are,
be powerful as you are.
Yes, as you are. You all are amazing.
Hold us accountable.
Absolutely.
We are not about anything but data. So hold us accountable, and we're not going to, sometimes data is not clear and we say this is the way it is, but that's the whole point. Help us learn this platform better. Help us help you. Bring your communities. One of the things about this platform, we will know how many people are here from, let's say, Pittsburgh.
Yes.
and we can join that community together and say, are you guys interested in a Pittsburgh, BHR collaboration?
Yeah.
And then we will actually financially support that, be it our tools, our education, everything, as I said. Yeah.
We're getting excited. One of the reasons we chose Brain Health Revolution on this platform was because community members have an option of finding out who's close to their area. So you can actually connect with each other, and we can create sub-communities. And I think that was amazing. All right, a couple of words about courses, because we did mention courses during our 30-day Alzheimer's Solution program.
So we have courses one course which is quite extensive, 8 hours. We think was beautifully done.
Yes.
There's a price to it. You guys want to, and we're not releasing that yet. We're going to go through this process for a month or so. For those who are interested, they can get the courses. They also get CME and CE credits for it, which is amazing, from one of the top universities. And then if they want coaching, there's coaching modules that will go with that as well. So they will get CME, the neuro courses plus habit, plus coaching modules and resources.
Right.
And then
which are a separate set of videos that specifically talk about coaching.
Yes.
And we're very, very happy that we created that during this interim. We're also very proud and happy that Rush University basically acknowledged the courses, and people can get continuing education in CME.
And here's the thing, for those that actually get the coaching and everything else, and then create a research program with us, whatever cost that we've incurred from them up to that point goes back to them towards their community. That's how dedicated we are to the research side of things. So, and we'll probably add funding from our side, from ourselves, toward that endeavor. So the idea is to grow the community, make it a community empowerment program in your community, whatever that delineation may be or denominator may be. Mm-hmm. And then we will actually donate everything back to you.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to basically show some of the questions. Audrey says, can we be coaches without being a healthcare provider? Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody can be a coach. And the reason we created these modules for coaching was that, people can get information about neuro and brain health, and then also be a coach. So yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm just kind of going up to see some of the questions. Darlene says, will you be looking at high omega-3 fish when looking at oil? We already did, and we can't wait to share it with you all.
2 papers.
Yes.
One is omega-3 and the developing brain, children's brains, and omega-3 and the aging brain. That's all of us, whatever age, we're all aging. But actually, we took it from 30 and above. And what we found was pretty remarkable.
It really was. It really was. That's a podcast coming. Hopefully, we'll share it with you all.
Even before the paper, the paper has been submitted, both of them.
It's in the process of being published.
But even before it's published, we'll do a podcast with you guys first in the BHR community.
Darlene, I have to say, I really like your picture. I'm so glad that you put your picture in there so we can actually see you and your name is there. Thank you so much. You look beautiful. All right. Let's see. How can I participate in a study? Are you talking about?
Our studies.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So what we need to do is figure out if you want to be a subject or you want to be a coach. If you want to be a subject, we actually have running studies right now that we can include people. We'll start that in a couple of months. So if you're not part of a community or there's no community that we've created in your region where coaches can help you, we can actually put you as part of one of the groups. So that's either way, either a community within around you or within your delineation, or a general community that we'll create here with the coaches here, which are not so much bound by geography or some delineation, and people can join those. And we will actually take the super coaches and create that kind of a research project where we'll actually measure your cognition. We'll look at your behavior change over time, and then cognition after a year or 2 years, or whatever the timeline may be.
All right. Another question is, will the cost be charged all up front or 1 month at a time? So 400 at once or 40 a month? It's a choice. So, you can pay 40 a month, and we've kept 1 month free for you all. But if you decide to pay, usually the system is, we take another additional month off. So it's $400 instead of $480, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So you have an option of doing one or the other. It's completely up to you. All right, let's see.
We would love to have you for a year because, as we said, we think that period of time we can really truly inculcate behavior into you. And again, as I said, if by then you become one of the coaches, then and lead a group, we'll put that funds back into that.
And somebody's interested. When do the coaching courses start so we can schedule for the summer and fall?
In about a month.
Yes, in about a month.
About a month.
Final
so this
touches.
is June, end of July.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We actually want people who want to be coaches to be in this forum for at least 2 to 3 months and be involved and interacting in concise, clear language with the audience so that they get used to it. And then we get them into the coaching program.
Absolutely. If you have to cancel, do you get a refund? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No bars, no problem at all. Our passion and our goal is for you to be engaged in a community and for us to make ourselves available for you. If you don't want to, you're going to get all of your money back. No problem at all.
Yes.
And we're going to make sure you do. So it's not a problem. All right. Gosh, you guys are so many lovely messages. Thank you. Love you all so much. Thank you. I can't read all of them because there's just so many. All right, let's see. Sorry. Okay. I think I've answered some of the questions while we were speaking, Dean. So I don't think there's anything major going on. Time of podcast. Yeah. So as far as podcasts, the live Q&A sessions and the cooking sessions are concerned, we're going to try to keep them consistent. And we'll definitely post a schedule on the BHR platform. So you can download it as a PDF and have it with you. It's going to be scheduled as an event, so you can actually add it to your calendar and be informed when we go live.
There might be some changes here and there. It's life. But we will apprise you ahead of time. This morning we'll be on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which means actually you will see us every day still.
So we are actually going to Washington, D.C., spend a few days there. Along with the cicadas.
Yeah, you might change your mind as far as our judgment is concerned. We picked
goodness.
DC at the height of cicada season. So, which is these, for those of you who don't know, every 17 years, these bugs come out by the billions. And it's pretty nasty, but it's in DC. We're going there. But nonetheless, we'll be sharing. And one of the things we'll be kind of focusing on is how do you eat while traveling?
Right. So we actually are taking our cameras and our equipment with us so that we can show you all, how to live a healthy life when you're traveling. And we definitely will be connected with you regardless of where we go. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't mind. So you'll see us in the little kitchenette in the Airbnb and talking about food and sleep and so on and so forth.
The cicadas
are almost gone. Really? Thank goodness. I was trying to be very brave for the kids and for Dean, but I cannot stand cicadas.
I know.
Am just, Oh, the buzz of cicadas makes it feel even harder. Oh, I know, Karen.
The last thing is, given that we want it to be a revolution, bring people in, and you'll actually recover costs. So for every person $1. So if you bring 400 people, it's free for the year. And the point of that is to get this moving, more coaches, more communities, more involvement, more knowledge, more science. We would like to kind of put all of the funds into the research side of things and the community side of things. Mm-hmm. Bring your communities, bring your churches, bring your faith-based communities. And if they come in and if they want to be part of the research, it's free. I mean, we'll put the research material, we'll do our time, everything will be dedicated to that. So make this a revolution. You're going to be our ambassadors.
Absolutely. I'm going to take a few more questions. If we have not achieved all of our neuro goals, can we be a coach?
You mean yourself?
Yeah, that's what they mean.
I have not achieved all of my, I just injured myself. I'm getting better.
I haven't exercised.
For a month and a half, I have not exercised.
Really,
It's not about, so one of the most common forms of procrastination is false perfection. Get rid of false perfection. If we believe in the science and we believe we want to be part of it and we're slowly increasing the benefits, that's the journey.
Right.
It's, I'm going to quote my favorite philosopher.
Aerosmith.
Life is about not about the destination. It's about the journey. So it's the journey and the steps and small incremental measurable successes. Small incremental measurable successes. Do not make perfection the enemy of the good.
Oh,
Do not make
absolutely.
perfection anything. Throw it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's about progress. But also throw out with that word perfection, moderation,
Right.
and these soft words that give you a way out.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so there's some specific questions about payment plans. Helena says, when I signed up, I had to select monthly or annual. I
Yes.
selected monthly. Can I change it to annual? Absolutely. Absolutely. No problem. And if you have any trouble, just let me know. Great. If we can't afford it, will we still have access to some of the info on Facebook? So, yeah.
Minimal. We're trying to. We're still, of course, going to do the Facebook little beautiful pictures thing. I'm putting it down myself.
No, actually, we're going to. Well, we're going to
shift to here.
Yeah, we're going to keep the 30-day Alzheimer's Solution program open, but we won't be interacting over there. We will post our neuro items on our Sharesai MD page on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. But the community connection, the conversations, you joining us in our kitchen, you traveling with us giving you access to the podcast, to our papers, to all of the, the current knowledge in neurology, that's going to be done on the Brain Health Revolution platform. We just wanted people to have that advantage where they can have access to us on a daily and a weekly basis.
Yeah. You could understand. We will give some scholarships here and there. Actually, quite a few.
Of course.
If you bring people in, we'll actually lay some of the costs. Some people can sponsor you, or we can sponsor you. There's a lot of chances. We want to be as inclusive as possible. If we could make it all free, we would, but then it would not be sustainable. You understand all of that, but we'll make it as easy as possible for everybody. Like I said, people who are in the research, for them, it's free. If they join one of the research groups as one of the subjects, it's for them, it's free.
Yeah. Will there be a customer service number or email for future questions? You bet.
Yes.
Absolutely. We're actually getting a virtual assistant who will help you with all of these things. Kirti says, Erasmus philosopher.
Yeah. Not Descartes, not Heidegger.
Absolutely. Okay. And then an interesting question. That's a good question. Is it okay to reference Dr. Greger, Dr. Bolsowicz, Dr. Furman, etc., and links that affect brain health? I want to honor your thoughts. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, and we love all of those three.
We love them.
We love them all. We're a little different with some of them on some of the measures.
Yeah.
So it's important. It's important to check with us. And if you check with us, then you become one of our ambassadors. Then we say, go for it. And in fact, we love for you guys to come up with referenced, validated resources. One of the things that we want to make sure is that it's not a one-off paper that's been highlighted or that kind of thing. It's a more of a population-based data that's been shown. Then that's much better. But absolutely, share it with us. And if everything is okay, we'll say, go ahead and share it with the community. And then if you do that often, you're an ambassador. You're going to actually be one of our ambassadors.
Look at what Amber just came up with. She says, can we do scholarships? Start fund and I'll donate. Love you, Amber. I think it's a fantastic idea. We actually wanted to do it through the Healthy Minds Initiative too, but we can actually start a scholarship. And for people who are interested in helping individuals who don't have the resources to join the community. Love you. Thank you so much, Amber. I think that's a fantastic idea. I think Dean is getting teary-eyed and emotional about it. But that's what community does, right? Amen. Okay. Darlene actually agrees. Amen to that. That's wonderful. All right. A lot of you guys have difficulty opening the article. We actually posted the PDF.
You know why?
On it too.
Because the less tech savvy of the two of us did that. That was me. If it was her, it would be like all organized.
No. I actually posted the PDF at the bottom of the article. So, yes. So you should have access to that. And that was Karen. How do we access the article you have for us to discuss? Karen, if you're talking about the same American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine article, the PDF is connected.
I'm thinking of something for the scholarship so that it's completely transparent and clear. We'll actually make it so that either the name of the person, or if they don't want the name to be, to show that an acronym or the first initial and last initial, and how much they donated and where it goes. It has to be transparent. So we'll create a very transparent system of donation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love
and
this.
We'll donate to that as well.
Oh, of course. All right. I think every step towards heaven is heaven.
Yes.
Beautiful. It's all about the journey. You're absolutely right. Great. So
that's a song right there.
I'm sorry? Yeah, definitely. So somebody even called it a BHR scholarship fund.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Laura, thank you.
We'll
That's a
start
great
that.
idea.
Who was it? The person that wanted the couldn't afford it. Please DM us. You're going to be our first scholarship.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think she's here, but I think it was a message on
Okay.
Mighty Networks. So yes, it is Mighty Networks. Kay, you were asking about that. Wonderful. Okay, so
that's basically it.
I wanted to kind of make a smoothie for you all, but I think switching to a smoothie at this point would be a little disempowering, anticlimactic. So let me just go ahead and see some of the questions that you have on top. Somebody asked about courses as well. So there's quite a few people. So hopefully now you know that in about end of July, we're going to release the courses, which are going to be self-paced. It's going to be one with continuing education. I can't speak today. And then another one that has a coaching module, like a set of videos specifically about coaching that we're going to create in collaboration with some coaches and people who have background in coaching. That's all. So for our Facebook community members, we hope that you can join us on the Brain Health Revolution platform. If you look at the previous post, we have added the link to it for our BHR community members. Love having you all there with us. Dean and I are very, very excited to be connected with you. Honestly, you give us energy. This gives us a lot of hope, and it empowers us to know that the power of community. It shows the power of community, how we can actually help each other towards a better world, not just better brain, but towards a better world. So we're very excited.
I had 2 conversations this morning, one big one with a major healthcare system that wants to bring this into their community. And I said the same thing. The study after study shows accurate data, resources, coaching, and a community. And then 5th one is measurable, the ability to measure behavior change and adapt. Mm-hmm. And if we have that in place, this becomes the most effective, most powerful resource in the country.
You bet.
And then all of you guys will be our ambassadors. Okay, we'll leave at this.
Yes.
You'll share the recipe with everybody.
Yes.
And get ready. We're starting.
This presentation is going to be recorded and it's going to live in Facebook. It's also going to live in the BHR. We'll post the link right away. And that's basically it. I can't wait to hang out with you all and start this beautiful journey together. Again, we're pretty accessible. So if you have any questions, please contact us on Facebook, on Instagram. And for our BHR community members, we're family. So we're always there, and we'll definitely see you guys very soon.
And tomorrow we
Yes.
have a podcast live tomorrow, and we'll give you the time around this new drug that was released by FDA.
Well, yeah, we'll call it a podcast, but we will probably be in our hotel room. So we'll make sure that we put in a link, a calendar link, so that you can all join us appropriately. Thank you so much. It was wonderful hanging out with you all. We'll post more information about your questions. All of your lovely messages are just flowing, and we feel so good. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
And we'll see you from Washington, D.C. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take care.
Hopefully there won't be a lot of chirping in the background. Yes.
Even if there is, it's okay. We'll just probably take some pictures of cicadas and share it with you all. See you on BHR. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining.